don't see any chat. Because my camera sucks?
Can I go this way without being shown?
No. Can't go anywhere without being seen, pal.
Why?
It's all being recorded. This is Big Brother. Just kidding. You can probably go that way. It's pretty bright. Yep, I don't see you. Are we gonna eat?
Are we? You ready?
Yeah, let me see a bowl. I'll pack it.
Ready?
I'll pack it for the stream. I'll pack it for the stream now.
Now why don't you play guitar on there?
Because I suck.
No, like learning a song.
Because I suck. Cause I suck. Yeah, I suck.
Do you wanna come out on my stream?
Hmm?
Do you wanna come out on my stream?
Sure.
I have a video idea.
Okay. How much?
Free.
Oh, I don't know about that one, pal.
A quarter of what I get. $0. So $0.
No pal, no pal, no
Okay,
pal,
I
no
mean,
pal,
I hear this
no
word.
pal, no pal, no pal, no pal.
Sound like a sim waiting room.
Huh? Oh what?
Sound like a sim waiting room.
Doom doom doom. Yeah, it does, huh?
Yeah.
No, not that part.
Here. Nice. Oh, back up.
I suck, just a suck.
Is it already live? Are you
Yeah.
guys here?
No pal, no pal, no pal, no pal, no pal, no pally. No, 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 no pally.
Can we put this in the fridge? 'Cause you're taking so long.
That's not it. That's the sushi one. I'm good, thank you. I'm not a big fan of sushi.
Which ones is this cold? These are supposed to be cold.
Yeah.
You want me to warm this up for you? Oh, you're trying to use this. Forgot.
Ba-dum, ba-da-da, ba-da-da. I forgot how the song went. I'm not streaming anymore, Pally.
Why?
Oh yeah, here I am. Who's that guy? Oh. Some rando bundo. Bumdo. Rando bumdo. Dun-dun-dun. Bum-ba-dum-bum-bum. Yeah, that's how it goes. I remember now.
Nice, nice.
I remember. I gotta get high first. Drugs and alcohol, if you're under 18, don't watch. No one noticed. 'Cause no one's watching. Yeah, it sounded like it was auto-tuned. You heard that? Just smoke hitting.
Auto-tune.
Like, no one's
Should we turn the
watching.
cameras down? Because that's probably catching fire.
Hey, Jan, turn it down. Imagine. Just tell Jan, just shut. Oh.
What?
That's okay. Her name doesn't matter. Okay, let's eat.
Let me hit this up here.
What is that?
Stir fried glass noodles.
You gotta heat it up. You heat that up.
Yeah, I think so. Here's some flavor maybe.
Do 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 do.
2.5 minutes.
Oh shit. How's that? I should not do that. I don't know. Up, up, down, up, down.
Up, down, up. That's the best way to learn it. See, it's stuck. You remember it.
I think my camera looks really shitty.
Why?
There's a light coming in.
Oh, you want me to close it?
Maybe we should, huh? Maybe we should.
There?
Let's see. You came out, but yeah.
I did?
Yeah,
Oh, shit.
it's okay.
Oh, well.
It's all good. I'll make my introduction.
I'll get you a new fork.
Why?
I don't know. You want to use that or you want chopsticks?
No, this is fine.
You don't want chopsticks?
No, that's good.
Okay.
Booty.
What?
Watch, I said booty.
Shut up.
Look.
No booty. Zooming in? You can zoom in?
Yeah.
No. That's not good.
Yeah. I was zooming in yesterday on the Kill Tony.
You were?
Mm-hmm.
On what?
Tony and what's his name? Antonio Brown. Antonio Brown had rolled up this disgusting blunt. It was all crooked and shit. I zoomed in on that. What are we eating today? We are eating. No, I'm pretending somebody asked what I'm eating.
I forgot your. That's not what I used to.
Is that onion or mushroom? I hate onions. I hate onion.
Do you want chopsticks for that or no, or fork, or use the same fork?
No, that's good. Thank you. Appreciate you.
Oh, this is the sauce. Do you want me to pour it all in there? It says to.
Sure. Yeah, onion?
Yeah, but it's cooked.
Fine. I hate onion.
Look how pretty they made it. They made a flower out of the. What is it called? Can you show it?
Ginger?
The ginger.
That's not a flower.
It is.
That's just a ball of ginger.
That looks like flour to me.
Nope. Just a ball of ginger. It's good you see the pretty inside.
Wow.
What do we got here?
And they made the.
Oh, nice.
See, and they made this a flower too. I'm not tripping.
What's a flower?
They're flowers.
That's not okay. That's a flower, but not the
Both of them are.
no. And that one, all it does is a little squeeze.
Can I borrow your phone to take a picture?
To my phone's up there, I think.
That's cute.
Taking these onions out though.
What's lame?
Whack
Let me try some.
with onions.
Yeah.
Take as much as you want. The onions are on that plate. Let's see. What do we got in here? Nobody.
I'm working.
30 days, 30 minutes.
Good. Help yourself to this, okay?
Thank you. What do people like to watch, I wonder? Gaming. A lot of gaming, huh?
Maybe. Being out in public, I think.
Out in public,
Mm-hmm.
talking to people.
Not necessarily, but just being out. Cause I was looking at the streams for exactly that, just yesterday, just
Mhm.
scrolling through, because I never watch live streams.
Mm-hmm.
And it, like, a lot of the girls at least that I was watching, they were out, like, drinking by themselves or, like, eating by themselves or with their partner, but just showing themselves, you know?
I'm eating.
Yeah, I like that. I think the lighting doesn't help though.
Yeah, like sucks, huh?
Mm-hmm. There we go.
Try eating with chopsticks. Is there more chopsticks?
Yeah. You want the big ones or the ones? Oh, big ones.
Thank you. You know what's pretty cool?
Huh?
We can rewatch all these. It's just like some videos. It's pretty cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Something you would record, but don't want on your phone just
Yeah,
because
that's
it's a
true.
waste of space. But the YouTube servers are paying for that.
Mm-hmm. That's true. I love you, Noel.
You alright? We got
That's
waters.
water. Yeah, that's the last water. So they're gone after that. We have a giant one though.
Yeah, bottle, right?
Okay.
Yeah,
And then we
got
have
it.
the Brita too.
Mhm.
Let me get another fork to grab some more.
Let's watch some Red Bar. I'm surprised he hasn't gone live after he got retweeted, right?
They're gonna get chubby and just in Mexican-y, right? Like Selena Gomez. Ooh.
Oh, she's skinny again.
She's not skinny enough.
Oh, no.
Not for me. She'll never. I see her as the big fat Mexican lady now. The cart. She's pushing a cart. Okay, here's Tyler Fisher. First date.
Shorts, I figured we'd be up
Yeah.
here up. You know?
No, we're gonna zoom out and see your kneecaps at some point.
Oh,
Shut
wow,
up.
okay. So, let me just see what's
Look
going
what
on
he's
here.
doing.
At
See,
least you're not-
everything's a sexual perversion. He's sex addicted. He's doing it all. He's got every fetish in the world. He's driven by fetish. He's driven by perversion. Everything, every word out of his mouth is for some sexpestic destiny, sexpestiny type thing. That's what I think.
Flip-flops.
No. I'll do short shorts. No toe. I do have nice feet for a man, though.
Do you?
Yeah.
I feel like that's a red flag.
It's a red flag that you think that's a red flag.
What?
She was on one.
Barbecue woman. You know what's inside her stomach? Brisket. Just salt and pepper. Oh, yummy. How long does it take to cook? 17 hours of smog going up into the air to make this? Skip it.
What?
So, guys, and you'll all do this with me. No more brisket, right? We're all done with that.
carcinogen.
Why was brisket? It's like eating cigarettes. Brisket used to be so good. I can't eat one piece without. I'll be so hungry. I'll go. We're going to barbecue. I can't wait. I get the brisket. I go. Oh, I'm stuffed. What's going on? Anybody else? Is this happening?
Gross.
I overate. I used to eat 2 pounds of brisket
That's
every
what
day.
happened to me with avocados. It happens.
Yeah, it does happen. I used to eat 2 pounds of brisket. You used to eat 3-4 pounds of avocado mix, the powder, and now you can't stand guacamole.
That's true.
Watch this.
Wouldn't a woman want to have a nice foot? You're always touching feet. I mean,
Oh, sorry.
I'm never
In
touching
bed,
feet. Never touching
your feet are gonna cross.
No.
All right, what about
It's why your nose bowed out. I mean, that's her worst. Imagine you're a girl, you get pregnant, and all of a sudden your nose is getting fat, and you're like, okay, I can't even look in the mirror, and then this guy starts saying that to you. This fucking guy, I mean, that is
It's
a
a
woman's
tearjerker.
nightmare, and I understand it. And that's why I'm not viciously just blurting out shit unless I understand what I'm doing. You know? And I would never do that to a woman unless I meant pain and hurt and meant to get in there and twist what little you have left in that mind.
It's a red flag that you think that's a
Your
red
nose
flag.
is a red flag.
Why
Why wouldn't a woman want to have a nice foot? You're always touching feet. I mean,
I'm never
In
touching
bed,
feet. Never touching
your feet are gonna cross.
No.
All right, what about your walk
Look at
around?
his hat. It says established 1987. That's his birth year. Ty the fish. What a beautiful,
Laugh
that's your
free.
what a beautiful hat. And you're like, what does a redneck wear? Oh, trucker caps. Where's he from? I bet you he's from like Riverside, California. You know, this guy, where's Tyler Fisher from? Everybody, you know, Josh Denny's on stage this week going, I was raised with a blue collar family. I'm blue collar.
He just said that.
Yes. Yes. You guys aren't blue collar, and it's not cool to want to be blue collar. Blue collar are the most boring people out there. You know what you want to be? Rich, yuppie guys like me. Jewish yuppie who the whole neighborhood hates.
He's in
That's what you wanna be.
Branford, Connecticut, was where he was born.
Branford.
He
Okay.
was born on the kitchen floor of his home.
God, there's
in
so many people
Branford.
born in those shit fucking East Coast hellholes, and I'll tell you this: they got nowhere to go. They don't even know what kind of life to live because you're not supposed to be born in Syracuse, New York, and Connecticut, Kentucky, and all this shit. You got to be born in one of the three. Now, people from Chicago, that's a solid place. It's a place of understanding. You got a goal in mind, right? These people from Edgewater, Connecticut, what do you do with your life when you're from there? You have no
Bunch of bozos in
course
Chicago.
put in front of you. Now, I had a course, and it's to be the Bears type of guy. And I became that. Here.
In the house. I'm thinking long term. You get married to somebody.
Okay.
You're gonna see their feet. They're gonna be walking around.
You're never getting married. This guy's obsessed with... He's like Denny. He's obsessed with women, yet he can't talk to them. They all reject him, so he hates them viciously. You know, his whole thing is women, 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 women. Let's pick on them all damn day. Meanwhile, wait till you see what he's been doing to women that he hates so much. All these women that suck so bad.
You're barefoot a lot. To have a man with nice feet, isn't that a good thing?
I don't know. It seems very. I mean, I guess I would rather have a guy with nice feet than hobbit feet.
Yeah.
You have a hobbit fucking nose and face. You look like Ethan Klein dressed up as Gandalf the other day on H3 when they did the Lord of the Rings coverage. It just came out. And that was a very good Lauren Compton impression you just did, Jules.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, so I can't stand it. This is not the Tyler Fisher that we know. Let's go to these time codes here.
Keep playing for like 2 more seconds. He's about to say something.
What are you retarded? What is this? What is this, by the way?
What do
I've
you
never
mean?
seen your podcast. I don't watch any podcast. It's not.
That's
No
cool.
offense to you,
No, that's
because I
okay.
like you a lot. We got to hang out in Montana.
Yeah.
I saw you last time. I saw you was on a mountain.
Yeah. But I'm going to ask you dating questions.
Oh, okay.
And call out your red flags every now and then if you have any.
Did this start out with you trying to find a boyfriend or a husband?
No.
Oh, okay.
I think
that's
I
what
had a
was-
boyfriend whenever this started.
Oh, okay.
But it kind of came about.
Every day, your Terry Black husband is trying to figure out how to get the fuck out of this relationship, but now he has the kid with you and he's fucked. He was just the creator of Terry Black. He just got friends with Joe Rogan and Tom Segura. He wanted to be out there. He accidentally got you pregnant. Now he said that is going to end in the biggest barbecue showdown divorce of all time. You're going to be dating Melissa Stetton when this is over. Who's more beautiful than you, by the way, even with her cigarette-smoked skin.
Cigarette summer.
Yeah, and guess what? I will eat brisket if it's smoked with these cigarettes like Melissa Stetton's face. God, I love Melissa Stetton. Now that is an actual boss bitch. That is an actual woman that you're supposed to respect. Google her, Melissa Stetton. She's about 70 years old. She's got the skin of down there for a guy.
Okay.
And she's rude as hell and scary as hell and constantly in court suing people like me. Watch.
Because I wanted to interview people and find out what their dating lives were like.
Oh, okay. A little misleading. I thought, because I think guys come on here and think maybe they have a chance with you.
Yeah, it's
And
always
then-
fun when that.
Man.
You thought you were being invited on her show because you had a chance with her. Like when Chance was trying to play Yay for a summer.
Gotta watch that act.
To interview people and find out what their dating lives were like.
Oh, okay. A little misleading. I thought, because I think guys come on here and think maybe they have a chance with you.
Yeah, it's
And
always
then-
fun when that happens.
And then you're pregnant.
And then I'm like, wow!
Imagine going on first date, baby, and she's pregnant and has a giant nose. You'd be like, this sucks. You know, this blows.
Catfished.
Yeah. Surprise!
Oh, the show's called
That's right. You're on my type anyways.
Yeah, now you're in my chair and you can't go anywhere.
Watching a guy and a woman talk is so disgusting if they have any sort of sexual thing in their minds. It makes me so sick. One of my biggest things that me and Jules do is when we see people on a date at a restaurant, we go and we listen and we bathe in the cringe. We love watching a guy try to talk to a chick. Here it
For 45 minutes. You can go talk
Look at
shit
that
later.
Death Wish. So that is a mini can. That's one of those little Coke mini cans that he's got there. That's how you could see his size. Here's me holding the same size things, so you could see. So that's Death Water. I love that Death Water.
Okay, you can go to 5:30 now.
5:30. This is thanks to Chris from Red Bar Rewind who made this. This is like Melton's show. We have all this cool stuff, tech now. And I get a lot of stuff. I actually, if you heard Melton recently, whenever somebody accuses him of stealing from the wonderful Red Bar, he implies that I've stolen everything from him. Which I have.
true.
Yes, it is true. Sorry. Take me to court. Or take me to church. I'm sitting like a guy in a cute little hat. I'm sitting.
They're in bed.
Unless they're in bed.
Then we usually like two women together.
All right, back to the autistic show.
Yeah.
Love is Blind.
I forgot where I was going with that.
I brought up that a woman
I
should
love how
have.
she's sitting there like, yeah. She's sitting there like, what's his name? The bald-headed fat guy from the East Coast comedy scene. What is his name?
Bennington's attached?
Not Bennington, but his friend, the guy who does the show with all of that. He's got a pure bald head now. He's like so smooth bald, but big fat.
Bob Kelly.
Bob Kelly. She's sitting, she's like the new Bob Kelly. Look at that. Robert Kelly, Bob Kelly, Google it. That's how she sits now. Like, hey, how are you? I already got my very black boyfriend. I don't need to be a girl no more. You're just
Thank you.
dismissed.
Two women together.
Watch this.
All right, back to the autistic show.
Yeah.
Love is Blind.
Let's see what he says here.
I forgot where I was going with that.
I brought up that a woman should have to put their weight. She wants to know if I could reach the top of the fridge. I want to know if she's going to clean out the fridge.
Okay. I want to know why no one on that show ever asks anyone what they look like what their measurements are.
Oh. Because it's not allowed, and the producer says explicitly not to do that. It'll ruin the show. That's why.
You dumbass.
Fat.
If I could reach the top of the fridge,
Yeah.
Love is Blind.
Let's look at that. He's got a pure bald head now. He's like so smooth bald, but big fat.
Bob Kelly.
Bob Kelly. She's sitting, she's like the new Bob Kelly. Look at that. Robert Kelly, Bob Kelly, Google it. That's how she sits now. Like, hey, how are you? I already got my very black boyfriend. I don't need to be a girl no more. You're just dismissed.
Two women together.
Watch this.
All right, back to the autistic show.
Yeah.
Love is Blind.
Let's see what he says here.
I forgot where I was going with that.
I brought up that a woman should have to put their weight. She wants to know if I could reach the top of the fridge. I want to know if she's going to clean out the fridge.
Okay. I want to know why no one on that show ever asks anyone what they look like what their measurements are.
Oh. Because it's not allowed, and the producer says explicitly not to do that. It'll ruin the show. That's why.
You dumbass.
Fat fucking nose idiot.
Okay.
Why on Love is Blind don't they ask what they look like? Right? Because it's a show called Blind. You should be on a show. Love is Brain, where we both have no brain. Okay. Why don't they just show each other what they look like with a piece of paper under the thing? Why don't they just text each other videos? Because it's a blind show for us.
Oh, ever asks anyone what they look like what their measurements are.
Oh. Really?
That would be one of my first questions if I was a guy.
Yeah, you'd be kicked off the series. They'd edit you out.
Fair.
Men aren't as concerned with the measurement stuff. That's what I find. Mostly women are like, I want to know. But I used to use dating. I don't use dating apps anymore at all because you have to develop the skill of approaching women.
Listen to this, guys.
Women.
Everywhere. I have a rule that I have to talk to between 1 and 5 women every day, no matter what.
We're going to listen to that 3 or 4 times. Let me go back. I hate that I'm wearing a hat while he's wearing a hat. Sorry, I couldn't do my hair today. And Jules cut the back.
I did. What do you guys think?
I have a rule.
Jules cut the back today because it was this long. before. And I'll tell you this, as a gray-haired guy, you can't, I want to have long hair, but then it's these two gray streaks. I look like Rogue, or I look like the woman from Gemstones who's on this season.
By the way, for like 6 months,
Damn,
I
man.
was saying to Mike, "Where's Megan Mullally, Nick
Yes.
Offerman's wife? Bring her up on the show. Do a thing where you're like, where's Megan Mullally?
Yeah.
She's missing." And he was
It's a
like,
joke.
"Nobody gives a shit about
But
her."
Megan Mullally. And then
And
all
then
of a sudden,
she appears
on the damn-ass Little Daddy show, which, by the way, really one of the funniest shows out there. I rarely give props to anybody. I really wish, what's his name? Kenny Promo, what is his name? The main guy on the Mighty Gemstones. What is his name?
Danny
Danny
McBride.
McBride. You know, Shane Gillis has completely ripped off Danny McBride. Anything that you possibly like about Shane Gillis is when he does a poor man's Danny McBride. It should be clear as day. And I thought for sure Danny McBride was watching Shane do this and watching the fanfare around this and getting madder and madder and madder. And maybe he is, but guess what?
Sampled.
No, hell no. I love Shane Gillis. Yeah. I'm one of the producers of Tires. He's producing Tires. So, did Danny McBride approach Shane and go, if you're going to do me, I got to get a cut?
He must have.
And then he's, if you want to do me, that I bet you he had that combo. Hey, bro, you're doing, no, sit down. It's fine. But I'm going to need a piece of that action. And then he's producing Tires, getting all the money from Shane. I think that's what's happened, because how could Danny McBride stomach it when somebody's doing me? I'm livid. I'm like Ethan Klein. I'm up all fucking night trying to tear them down. Just kidding. It's a joke. But really, it's like, how, that to me is so insulting to Danny McBride. But the Gemstones has been incredible. There was an episode on there that was non-stop laughter one night. And I'll tell you, we're all in love with him. You're going to hate him soon because he's sweet. Walton Goggard. From Justified. Yep, everybody loves him, right? From White Lotus, which we all loved, right? I've got some great White Lotus stuff coming up. Walton Goggins will let you down if you don't put him away quick. He's in every magazine now. He's getting sweet. He's doing Design on a Dime. He's showing the inside of his house on Architectural Digest. We don't.
What's
you're gonna
in my
ruin him.
bag?
What's in my bag? He's doing. He's up on the Chicken Show down in the UK. He's on Hot One. It has to stop.
I don't think it's possible to turn on him. He's
Well,
too...
they didn't think that about Charlie XCX, who was so cool until she proved she wasn't really cool and just a big poser. Don't do interviews. If you're cool, stay away from the interviews. They will expose you, overexpose you, and you will be finished. Please. Walton? Is it? Walter. Stay away from these interviews. Stop. Stop posing in high-waisted pants
just
on
looks so
Instagram every day.
handsome.
I
He's
know.
got such great
And I'll tell you this,
style.
Walton Goggins, every girl likes me now because I'm just like him. I always have a migraine. I look like shit. And the waiter comes up and I'm like,
Finally, some representation
this is
for a
me.
couple like us.
and we
Seriously.
really are like that couple where Jules is so nice. And this is the waiter that comes up to me and I'm like, you know, and I am going to do something like that in Thai. Okay. Anyway, listen to what Tyler Fisher just said here. This is big, and it's going to lead to what he's done. Watch.
At all, because you have to develop the skill of approaching women
Where do you meet women?
everywhere. I have a rule that I have to talk to
Listen
between
to his
1
rule.
and 5 women every day, no matter what.
1 in 5 women every day he needs to talk to.
At all, because you have to develop the skill of approaching women
Where do you meet women?
everywhere. I have a rule that I have to talk to between 1 and 5 women every day, no matter what. Where I have to just walk up to them.
So, like, this could be at the grocery store.
Grocery store.
Okay,
Yes,
as a
that's-
woman, you need to be horrified and tell him, stop doing that now.
What is wrong with her?
So he's going up to 4 or 5 women a day. Going, hello there, I'm Tyler Fisher. Would you like to accompany me to the bedroom where I can't do it and I break down in tears because I'm wearing a woman's dress and a bunch of weird fucking scars? Tyler Fisher is disgusting. I wish they could take out the part of his mind, surgically that makes him want to have sex. It needs to end. You're not having sex. No girl's going to be with you. You're a weird freak. Just be a freak. Get the sex off your mind, all you psychos. It is rape to have sex with anyone, even if she wants to have sex with you. If you're not a great guy, don't have sex with people. It's a scar on their mind. It is a rape. They don't need you. Nobody needs to be having sex anymore. That is a bug's instinct to do. You know? They don't need you. Nobody needs to be having sex anymore. That is a bug's instinct to do. You know who has sex? Bugs. Nobody needs to be having sex anymore. That is a bug's instinct to do. You know who has sex? Bugs. And they lay egg. Okay? You're a bug. Stop being a bug and welcome to the human world and knock it off. Listen to
I
this.
have to talk to between 1 and 5 women every day, no matter what. Where I have to just walk up to them.
So, like, this could be at the grocery store.
Grocery store, yes. I've picked up women on the subway, grocery store, cafe, airline stewardess.
And how many of these women do you typically find yourself going on a date with?
Zero.
You gotta get like 10 numbers, and you'll probably end up going out with 2.
Okay.
Because everyone's so superficial and busy and vague and all that stuff. A lot of women they'll give me a number and then we'll be texting and then they'll be like, oh yeah, my boyfriend. I go, boyfriend?
Yeah, because you're a psychotic worm. What do you think's going on?
To death.
You're saying, and imagine the stuff these people say to women alone when they think that Red Bar's not watching. Imagine the shit that comes out of these guys' mouths. I mean, really. Imagine if we had tapes of this. Wouldn't those be the best tapes in the world to see what these guys lie? They're lying through their jammies. Well, look at this guy. Let's hear a little bit more, and then we'll tell you what Tyler did.
Fred, lay down. Oh, is that a dog? Oh, sorry.
He was going to take a water.
Isn't it disgusting when dogs go to bad people? Doesn't that make you want to put the dog down? The dog should not go to bad people. Now we're thinking about getting a dog. Guess what we're thinking about getting? Snoop Dogg as a slave. I didn't know what to say. I don't know what word. I'm still too emotional to get a new dog. That's how I know how mature I've become. Back in the day, I used to have this joke. I go, you know what the best thing about your dog dying is? And they go, what? And I go, going out and buying a new dog the same day. And then they'd be like, you're sick. And I'd go, ha! And I'd run and I'd break through the wall and run out of there. Now I listen to that old me and I go, no. You must wait. You must wait. You must get fish. Dogs are too much to train. Back in the day, I go, you don't need to train a dog. You get the dog and you leave. But now I go, yes, you must train.
Okay, wait, go to 8:05 quickly. Because you might be like, this guy's lonely. He really just wants a relationship.
Let's see. Here's Tyler Fisher, the disgusting, wearing Sarah Hyland's glasses. Yeah. Oh, he's doing RFK.
He does them all.
Oh, RFK. I love an RFK impression. You know what I love? I don't know what I love more. An RFK impression or hearing RFK speak just by himself. Oh, what a lovely sound.
I'm like, this is a shitty deal. Hey, I'm a fetish freak. You're really freaking me out. I'm like, I gotta listen to that shit and pay and approach.
Yeah.
You caught me in my sort of bitter dating phase right now.
Are you dating anybody?
Not seriously.
Okay.
No, I just fucked because
Oh, I'm sorry.
I know.
Oh. Take me back to Dr. Huang. Take me back to Dr. And if you missed the beginning, you don't know who Dr. Huang is. Who saved my fucking life. She's in love with me, I think, too. Let's hear this again.
Anybody?
Not seriously.
Okay.
No, I just fucked because I've wanted to. It's not that was the plan. I was taught to be the nice guy, and all of the women I was nice to and bought all the shit where they all cheated on me.
Nice too. That's like me too. He's part of the nice too movement.
Bunch of whores. The nice.
Oh my!
This is what they're saying about us, babe. Can you believe it?
They're a bunch of whores. And then you're like, but didn't you say you're collecting 10 numbers a day? War, hoary? Now, I don't stick up for women. You've seen this with the nose, so you know I'm fair. You know, people know they could trust me on all this crap because I'm very fair. You know, much guys like me would be like, it's not right to make fun of a woman's looks. It is right. And I wish people wouldn't be so afraid to be Jewish.
Men I was nice to and bought all the shit where they all cheated on me. Bunch of whores. The nicer you are, the worse off.
And what kind of woman are you to say, you go, shut the fuck, why don't you say something? What kind of woman sits there and laughs at that?
It's crazy.
From this little creep. You know?
I wonder if he's killing.
Yeah, it's one thing if he's Uncle Laser.
Yeah, exactly.
And has a great body.
Yeah.
And is tall. And true to himself like Uncle Laser.
They all cheated on me. Bunch of whores. The nicer you are, the worse off.
They become.
Yes. And so now it's like, all right,
Fun.
just fun now.
Yeah.
Just fun. Yeah, you're having fun. You're having a lot of fun. Dealing with 10 conversations a day with these annoying whores. Imagine annoying yourself talking to 10 annoying women a day.
Have any of them
Now
come
I'm a
like,
hot girl.
now are they trying to like be more serious with you?
Every single one.
Oh,
Dating back to high school.
How the tables have turned.
That's just part of
When she asked him when his last serious relationship was, or how long his last serious relationship was, he was like, about a year. And she was like, oh, well, that's how long ago was that? And he was like, in high school.
oh my
And he went for more than a year since high school.
You little nerd, and you're lying about that too. You didn't date nobody in high
And
school.
then he told a big story about how the girl he dated in high school tried to chase him down now that he's rich.
Well, here, Tyler, this is what I'm going to do. Hey, everybody, I'm giving away money if you went to high school with Tyler and can share stories. Okay? Please. Mike David pays. Can't wait to get those stories from you for cash. Big cash. Spread it.
You have to accept that a man has to, you have to grow in your 30s, and, you know, it takes a guy being 30, 35, 40 to have the status of a hot 22-year-old.
How old are you?
30, I'll be 38.
Okay. Well, what is it going to take for one of these girls to lock you down?
Just some simple tape. Just a very light piece of painter's tape. That's a hold him down, small, tiny, fucking nothing joke.
Well, what is it going to take for one of these girls to lock you down?
Well, first of all,
Get my gun! I'm get my gun! This motherfucker wanted disrespect. Can you guys stand this? And there are people paying this guy every day. There are these people just follow these guys. Really?
We'll see in our
I
next
can't
segment.
wait. You see I dyed my hair green?
It's cute.
vocal training. I need to breathe for the awkward. I don't know at this point. I'm beyond jaded. So it's like, I'll suck your feet, sit on my face, and then get out.
Oh my God. And you like this kind of look?
She starts getting like horny.
She does get horny.
But not with every guy on this show.
Yeah.
But that's why I'm like, she's on something today.
Yeah.
Because
She's been eating only potatoes.
why are you letting him act like this?
Because she's a stupid fucking idiot. Sorry. I've examined you. I've seen enough.
Anyways, literally every second, or play for one more second.
Yeah. I think it's because I'm becoming successful and I'm realizing, oh shit, that didn't make a difference.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Where do you take a girl?
Then you're a huge loser. You know, these guys, I don't know why they self-expose themselves all the time by saying these horrible, they're like, yeah, like no matter how much money or success I have, I can't get anyone to like me. Oh, cool. You're so cool, then. You sound awesome. Why do you say this about yourself? So desperate.
Didn't make a difference. Yeah.
Where do you take a girl on a first date? This is like her.
If you're
This is a
into
great
Tyler Fisher dating stuff, this whole thing is crazy.
Did we get just a regular picture of him? Yeah, here we go. This is from the mothership. And this is Rogan's best friend now. So this is what he's mostly like. See this? This is what he's usually like. You might know that you're a perverted gay guy if you're him. So this guy is terrible, and the mothership is one of the dustiest, cruddiest, scumbaggiest, dirtiest little joints from here to Mississippi. And it's, I hope everyone knows the mothership. Ugh. So outdated, so dusty, so dirty, so shabby, and everyone there has the worst clothes. This is about the best outfit you'll ever see at the mothership, and I have pics to prove it. They're all rotting away. They look worse than me. They look fucking worse than me. Everyone at the mothership. What a disgusting ship. Okay, that's Tyler Fisher, and so now you know that. He goes up to 1 to 5 women a day. Well, this big story breaks. Tyler, he announced, well, he knew it was coming.
Okay.
So Tyler Fisher is on the show that everybody places on Fox called Greg Gutfield. Boo, gross, disgusting. I don't know why people like this show. I guess just because it's a right-wing thing and they hate the left so much that they'll suffer through like the worst show just because it's not the left's version of the worst show. I don't know. But Greg Gutfield, have you seen this guy? They do this horrible, like terrible show that maybe you would watch if it was already on in a hotel room and you couldn't find the remote, right? I don't know why anyone would watch a show like that. It's so low quality. It's such a fake show. So Tyler Fisher was one of the recurring guests. Do we have that video?
Yeah,
From
go
his
to
appearance.
Tyler's last Gutfeld appearance.
This is it.
He's got lots of voices in his head and 0 choices in his bed. Comedian Tyler Fisher.
Oh, why the diss? Why the diss? They're introducing him right there. Not as cool without your big mustache, by the way. Why would you ever shave that off? They're like, if I lost my mustache, I'd lose my mind, my marbles. Why would you shut your mustache off for this? That doesn't make you look, and he's wearing the same hat. The same cheap $1 hat, not a collab from Huff. And this is Gutfield. Imagine watching Fox News shows outside of the regular news, which is pretty much the only place I can get any decent news from. But imagine watching the shows on Fox News. That's all I'm saying. Gut wrench.
He's got lots of voices in his head.
No, we don't.
and 0 choices in his bed. Comedian Tyler Fisher.
Tiny watch.
If Kamala had won, none of this would be happening.
I was worried about the tax
Oh, now that's a guy I can get behind. He's like me, a collector of finer things. Except for watches. Do you know he does cameras and guitars? This is the guy from Shark Bait. This is the guy, what is his name? Mr. Stevenson.
Kevin O'Leary.
Kevin
Killer.
The what?
His wife killed someone on a boat.
Oh, wow, yeah. She just ran into a bunch of people on a boat. He's like, it's fantastic. He wears 2 watches. He wears 2 $50,000 watches at a
He's
time.
about to show him.
Oh, he is. I love him. He's into Leica. He's basically if Tom Segura was cool. This is how you be rich. Just don't try to do anything else. Don't pretend you're a comedian. Just be a businessman. Tom, you know, then I'd like you.
Kamala had won, none of this would be happening.
I was worried about the tax rate, frankly.
Tyler, you don't even know what a tax rate is. You have to make money for that. We'll explain it later.
Why? So they're dissing him. This is Tyler. He's always on gut filled. He's one of these guys. You know, when I was a kid, there was a Mad magazine, and they were parodying Seinfeld. And guess what they called it? Sin-filled. And the comic was about if all of them were like evil.
They are.
Yeah, exactly. Isn't that crazy? They predicted it could have been Cracked magazine. You subscribe to Cracked, right? You subscribe to Mad, right?
Did you subscribe to Chickadee?
Wait, what's Chickadee? Is that from the Weezer song?
A magazine for little baby girls.
Yeah, well, tell me. Yeah, that sounds like a good magazine for a guy like me. It's Incest Summer. Watch this. Wow.
All right, I'm joking. I love the fact that you shaved and cut your hair. Now you look like a leprechaun with a job.
Ooh, I hate a roast joke. There is nothing grosser than a roast joke. I want to make that perfectly clear. Red Bar is anti-roast. Sorry. We don't like, us guys here at Red Bar and the whole audience, roasts are cringe to us. Roast-style humor is cringe. You know why? Because they claim it's just a joke. Not a joke to me to say something hateful to somebody. So that's where we're at here. We tell truths. Look at Tyler, though. Look at the expression on his face as they're all roasting him. And he's kind of like, the fuck's going on? Why are you doing this? Similar to Big Mike at the dinner. Coming up. Watch this.
Now you look like a leprechaun with a job.
Yeah, it's a Nikki Glaser stuff. No, that's worse. That is a Kim Condon-esque joke. Yeah, you're more like leprechaun with a job. Oh, a roast. And then they bring out Jeff. What's his name?
Jeff Rosenstock.
Yeah, what is his name? Jeff
Ross.
Jeff Ross, as if we like him. We do not like him. We never have. Why were we plotting for him?
I better go.
But by the way, do you think the Democrats can actually find a lane? I don't see how it's possible.
Elaine from Seinfeld?
No, it's not possible. I'm sorry. I'm looking at Kevin's 2 watches. I feel like such a loser.
Don't I look spectacular?
Man, don't tell me you're also wearing underwear. This guy. No, they just keep you licking their own wounds, like you said.
It's not his. He's on Gutfeld all the time. That's what we're trying to show you. So, Tyler Fisher. And Tyler is the king of this. He goes on Twitter and he victimizes himself. Everybody's out to get him. He's the most canceled man. So imagine Red Bar's own Josh Denny like that. Cancel, cancel, cancel. Let me make some money off being so canceled here.
Yeah,
Jules, remind me to fix that thing. Don't cut to the Y.
Oh.
Because there's
Oh,
something
my
on my
foot.
floor.
I know that doesn't show on my channel.
Oh. Wow, look at that.
He falls over all
They're
the
wide
time.
shot. This is about the widest you'll ever see because the new studio's coming next week. Just kidding. I'm going to go away for 9 months to build another studio. So that's him on Gutfeld, and this is what happened. This is why he's here today. So he posts this on Twitter. Should we show you this? Now imagine posting it. Oh my God.
I know.
Well, do we have to hear
It's
the whole
really
thing?
good.
Okay, great. Yeah, you can read it. I just want to show people the length. So this is a Twitter. This is an X post. Oh my God, it goes even longer. So
Read it fast.
here's Tyler the Fisher. Tyler the Fish. Okay, why don't you read this for us here?
Attention! After almost 2 years, I will no longer be on Gutfeld Box TV show. Sadly, they have gone full woke and kicked me off for a reason that is beyond hard to believe. What was my woke crime? I asked an employee out for coffee. Yes, that is why I'm off the show. I have proof of all of this, and I'm seeking legal counsel for defamation because this is absolutely insane. It is not illegal or against any rules at Fox to ask a grown adult for coffee, but in the woke mind virus world, any advanced by a man is labeled as some kind of toxic masculinity. This is why men have stopped approaching women in real life, not even off dating apps, because being chivalrous and doing what men have done forever, showing interest in women by offering to take them on a date, is now turned into a crime. It's beyond tragic to see men hiding away in fear. I, for one, will not allow it to happen to me. After being canceled, I've reached out to the people at the TV show for months, and they've completely ghosted me.
Oh, they've ghosted you. The whole network's ghosted you. It must be them.
I've gained hundreds of thousands of new fans from Gutfeld, and I can no longer handle the amount of messages or in-person questions about why the hell I've disappeared. I told the show out of respect for the fans I need to post about it so they know, and can we please have a conversation before I do so? Still, they will not respond or have a single conversation about it. I've been a very hardworking and dedicated guest, and all you deserve to know what the show you are watching is really like. They claim to hate wokeness, but it's all empty words. They won't back it up for even one of their top reoccurring guests. I have been on for nearly 2 years without being paid a dime. They pay the rotating guest $0, even though we work our asses off to prep for an episode. We work just as hard as Greg and the two guests who all get paid. You were treated like an intern, not like a professional guest. We all travel, give up work to be there, and write our own material. Not to mention they throw you under the bus and take the side of a woke, indoctrinated radical feminist instead of their loyal guests. As Greg likes to ask me every show, Tyler, what would Trump say about this? Well, he would say, everything woke goes to shit. That show had a lot of potential, but with no spine or balls to back up the things they make fun of, it will wither away over time. The ratings will drop just like CNN, and it will fail. Sad.
He still talks like old school Trump. He still does sad. Are people doing sad still that often?
He hasn't said sad in quite a while.
He doesn't do sad anymore. You gotta update. Keep going.
Anyways, the only way to see me now is on my comedy tour, so sign up for my mailing list, blah, 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 blah.
Wow, so Tyler Fisher, so what did Tyler say he got canned for here?
For just asking a woman out for coffee.
Asking a woman out for coffee, and that's it. Now, was there more? Did somebody respond to this?
A Variety article was written, and I screenshotted
Variety?
The relevant paragraph, because the rest is just a
wow, look at this. So Variety writes an article, and let's read this. I'll read this. A source familiar with Fisher's interaction with the Fox News employee, which occurred in January 2025 at the network's New York headquarters, said the comedian grabbed the woman's phone, entered his number in it, and then demanded she confirm that she had his number. The exchange wasn't a friendly thing, the source said. The Fox News employee contacted security over the incident, and Fisher was escorted off the floor. The comedian told the Daily Mail, Variety has reached out to blah, blah, blah. Okay, very nice. So he's a criminal. He's out of control. We saw he's going up to 4 or 5 women a day. Keep Tyler away from women. Yes, he is a danger to women. Like, oh, really? Yes. And you can't stand Jeff Dye. Chris D'Elia, Jeff Dye, and George Janko all got together on the same podcast. Yeah, I think we should. Let's go from Bad Man to Bad Bad. These sex guys, there's something about the sex guys, the sex fool, that really gets me going, you know. And for him to blame, I mean, I can't believe he came out. Hopefully that Fox News crew didn't get him back for that. Going around saying that they're woke now?
And also, who are you suing for defamation if no one said anything until you just posted this out?
Yeah.
Yourself?
Suing for defamation. They didn't say anything, they just fired you.
Yeah.
And did he say they escorted me out in his post?
I don't remember reading that, but that article said that he said that, so I guess.
Okay. Oh, all right. Well, that's Tyler Fisher. He cannot be trusted, and everybody should be picking on him constantly. He needs to get out of here. And here's the tie-in. You know, if this was just some right-wing grifter doing Gutfeld, I probably wouldn't be involved at all. He is it, the comedy mothership. He's part of Joe Rogan's inner circle now. Kim, Tony.
They're unprotected.
Kim Condon is not safe. God, I can't stand Kim Condon. That's
But we will protect her.
somebody heard me say, I can't stand Dan on the last show, and they wrote me a message like, I can't believe it. Thank you for saying that.
That's so cute.
It's an impression of this guy, Rich Lux. Okay, look at this. We've got some more. The Sex Destiny.
Rear is watching the sex fool.
Rear's watching, yes. Remember, we've dropped the D, we've dropped the B. It is just rear now. George Janko. You guys remember George Janko from Impulsions? You remember him from everything that we've done with him. What a little koala. And what a bad person he's become. He's had Jeff Dye, comedian Jeff Dye's been on Janko's show. He's had Chris D'Elia. Chris D'Elia, he let Chris D'Elia be in the same room as his little wife. She sat with Chris D'Elia laughing at Chris D'Elia's jokes. So, does George Janko's wife read the articles about Chris D'Elia and all the women and all the stuff he's done, and you don't care about women? Why is it okay? Why is George Janko's wife cool with Chris D'Elia? Why does she? How does that not offend
That's so
her?
crazy to me. I can't put it together.
It's weird. It's very weird. Are you like evil? Are you like an evil girl? Are you so very stupid
Or
that
she's so
anything?
sweet that she just believes everything everybody says.
So anything that anybody says, the thousands of people telling their testimony and Chris admitting most of it himself, it's. Why does he need to be in your life? Why does he need to be in your white living room? Well, Janko did the unthinkable, the impossible. He brought Jeff Dye and D'Elia on his show in front of his wife at the exact same time, together. They're both in that Vine apartment or wherever that place is. Remember, we stayed in an Airbnb, right, by Janko's once. Years ago. Okay, here they are. Tell me why. Do they do this like thing at the beginning? Yeah, do. I want to see the real intro.
You know, I only have one time code, but there's like so much. This episode is insane.
What is with? What is with this opening? Why is Candace Owens here?
That's part of the
Opening?
song.
Oh,
So
there's
if
a
you
song.
see her, press play. Because that means
Okay,
it's
here's Jeff Dye. Spoiler alert: Jeff Dye. I hate to say it, but Jeff, hat too low. Not sure what you are thinking, but hat way too low. Not sure what you're going for here. I guess you want to get zits all over your forehead.
Tony's ears really hurt.
Why would you push that hat? I've seen guys do this, and I'm just going, what are they doing? Why do they wear their hat? You see hat too high all the time, too. And then you see hat too low. I don't know why people can't do it like me, which is almost perfect. Almost called. See if any old school fans know that one. Here they are. Let's see this opening here. And they're so far down the mountain. You know what I mean? It's like, is that? That's really happening. Okay, well.
I love that they're real gift to be around.
Oh, here's another one of these guys. Russell Brand. Look at this lineup. Chris D'Elia, Russell Brand, Jeff Dye, Jordan B. Peterson, not Jordan Lee Peterson. Look at this line. I mean, I can't believe you put all these people
Did you?
in.
I think you fell asleep. Sorry. Did you hear the part of the Joe Rogan Jordan Peterson episode? I just remembered this where he says that he got hit in the head with a meteor, and then Joe just glosses her.
Oh yeah, Jordan Peterson was hit in the head with a meteor.
I'm dead serious.
He said that? Well, that makes sense. That's where his wife came from. He saw something hit the backyard. He came out, there was smoke everywhere, and then he saw his wife come out of the hole. She's from a meteor. Jordan Peterson's wife is from a fucking meteor. Look it up. All right. That's why they only eat meat. Because they're meteors. Watch this.
And they're so far down the mountain. You know what I mean? It's like,
Nah, I'm kidding. Sarah Hyland and them. Sarah Hyland and them. By the way, anyone knows Sarah Hyland out there? Because I'd like to get in touch with her. Not about this, but about something separate. So here it is, Candace Owens. That's a wonderful woman. Look what she did to Kanye. Bobby Lee, another guy. Caught in Taiwan. What did he do?
Tijuana Prince.
The Tijuana Prince, Bobby Lee. Oh, wow. Can I give a secret here? Let me give a little secret here. And I don't know if this is true or somebody trying to cover their tracks. Here's RFK.
Is this something you're supposed to say?
I don't give a fuck.
I forget where we heard this information.
I'm going to clean it up so that it's all good. So remember I was going RFK, and here he is. And I'm going, why is RFK good friends with Theo Vaughn? Why is RFK good friends with Tony Hinchcliffe? Who else is he good friends with? So many comedians are like, yeah, I talk to RFK every week on the phone. And I'm going, what is going on? Are they being paid? Is he trying to trick them? What's he doing? Well, somebody wrote to me, and they said, they were very mad at me. And they said, Theo Vaughn's not being paid by RFK. The reason that they're such dear friends is because they go to AA together.
I don't know if they were mad. I think you were really
Well, maybe. Well, listen to this.
They were giving you
Okay, who cares? Delete that part. Here's this. Why is he going to AA with those people? I don't need anyone who's working for the government going to AA. That psychotic fucking thing. Really. If you don't think AA is psychotic, if you think it helps, those people cannot be helped, by the way. Those are true psychos. And I would say, you go to AA, keep that shit private, because I look at you as scary as fuck now. AA, I'll say, nay, NN is what I'd say, no. And that's even more disgusting. And I don't care what the situation is. I don't care if they met at prom. You know, I don't care if they met at a what is that, like a blind dating thing where they're doing speed dating. I don't care where they met. You, RFK, are not to hang out with stupid idiot Theo Vaughn. Sorry. You want to work for the government, you can't hang out with the likes of Theo Vaughn. He is far too stupid to talk to. And if you could relate to him, then maybe you'll be stupid too. You shouldn't be good friends. Our politicians should not be good friends with Theo Vaughn. Sorry. I'm not paying taxes for that. And Theo Vaughn is not a good guy. He is not a good guy. He is a real bad person. Trust me. You think I'm going to come on here and make stuff up? So, I don't like it. And I don't like the influence he's using these people. I don't care where they met. He is using them for their influence on the young people. And they're going on these podcasts. He's doing it to Janko. What do you think? He thinks the dumbest people in the world are cool? George Janko, another one of the dumbest people in the world. He preys on that stupidity. And they all do. They all do. This isn't a politics thing. This is they're going on Impulsive with Logan Paul and Big Mike. They're going on Theo Vaughn. They're going on George Janko. You're telling me that these men don't know that those three are as stupid as they come? You don't have to know anything to know that these three...
He's just using them.
Exactly, he's using them. Yeah, it's horrible. That can't happen. He's getting to the kids. So, and I don't know what he wants with them, but I heard that he
figured it out.
I heard he's banning ketchup now. So, I don't know what I'm going to do. Okay, here's this is all just from Jordan or George Janko's opening. Look at this. That's another thing. Look at this. You let Brandon around your wife. He is a convicted. Wait, is he convicted or charged?
Charged.
He was charged with rape, right?
Yep.
Charged.
Rolled right off his back.
AKA the left. They're just messing with him.
Real gift to be around.
That is awesome.
That's very impressive. Andrew Tate himself. Respect Brother Hard. Look at Andrew Tate, by the way. Look at what he's become. You know, I saw Andrew Tate in my pool the other day, sucking in the side of the wall. It is true, yes, it is true, Andrew Tate. I woke up one morning to check the water, and he was in the side of the pool. And I said, get out of the house! Look at Andrew Tate. You got to see this photo of him here. Again, I have a huge soft spot for Andrew Tate. I don't care how many people he hurt, because those people are, the people he hurt are at least corrupt. You know, they've got that busted ass Russian face.
I do have a problem.
Okay, look at this fucking scene. Here's George Janko, Mr. Yahweh. Okay, Mr. Jesus boy. Here's his wife sitting in here. Now she's finally giving him a look like she should be given. And then you've got Chris D'Elia, who literally looks like if Californication was about a guy that we all despise. Look at him. Look at Mr. Sex Rehab. You look like you just got out of sex rehab right now. Look at Chris D'Elia. Look how shitty he looks. Look at this guy. Get him out of California. Really, you don't deserve to live in California with all those pretty ladies. Get him in a state full of pigs. That's what he deserves. You know, you really want to punish people? Make them move to, like a sex crime guy. You go, sorry, your punishment, we're not going to put you in jail, but you got to move to Minnesota.
A state with no colleges.
Yeah, a state with no colleges. And then here's Jeff Dye, who, by the way, Chris D'Elia, Jeff Dye is even too stupid for Chris D'Elia. Like, Chris D'Elia, like, here's Jeff Dye talking. Like, whoa, this guy's really dumb. And there's Jeff Dye.
He spends all day talking to Eric Griffin, so I don't know what's so difficult.
And these poor dogs, I feel so bad for dogs that get touched by bad people. And I'm seeing it everywhere lately. I really start thinking about it too. I go, that dog has no idea how bad the person is, and they're offering up this innocence to this bad person with the sticky fingers getting petted. So here they are. Chris D'Elia's got his. This is Chris D'Elia's drinking 5 of these big boys a day. That's so fucking. Look at his face. Okay, these are these big Starbucks drinks for those of you listening. Are these Yeezy boots here? Or a copy? They're not. They're a copycat. Anything taupe is easy, and is a copy.
Coffee.
Are you feeling a little bit?
Yeah, you too, man.
Is everything good? Everything's good?
What's another thing about you? Oh my God.
Look at how shitty you look. I had no idea.
You have the same shirt as him.
I do. Guess what? It's in the throwaway pile because I accidentally ordered it from John Elliott thinking it would be nice because it was so expensive. I bought the same shirt. It's this long sleeve. And I go, you know what? I'm going to get this long sleeve. Maybe it's like really nice. You get it. These luxury clothing brands, you know what they do? They put out a lot of nice stuff. And then, this is where they really rob you. They also have a ton of horrendous, poor quality stuff like this long sleeve he's wearing. It's worth about $3. They sell this, I think it's like $180 or something like that. So I'm excited. I go, this might be like a nice long sleeve. I get this thing, it's as thin as a cheap Champion's piece of garbage. So these companies, what they do is they pad their stores with this stuff with huge markups. All the basics, never buy a basic. Even from Tom Ford, don't buy a Tom Ford t-shirt. For the love of God. It's about as thin as a woman's pantyhose. Okay? And look how shitty you look when you wear this.
Mike's buying those like sheer shirts that James Charles wears to Coachella.
Yeah. Sheer shirts. James Charles is not a thing anymore. He's not a thing.
This is so thin.
Yeah. Well, I am. Yeah, I'm buying stuff from S&M type companies as a sex shirt for women. Okay. Here he is. Look at that hair. Look at that hair, man. Do you think that like looks cool? Like you're like from Venice Beach? Do you think it looks cool when you like come out of the Starbucks with your sunglasses on? You love going to Starbucks, huh? So you can be seen. I hate him.
I do it all day.
When you the coffee.
I've been up since 11 a.m., right? Real go-getter. And I've already had 3 coffees.
Yes.
Why don't you let your wife alone with them? George, why don't you step outside and let them... How can they...
Remember when we interviewed Tate and he was like, of course I didn't bring Belle because he's a rape. That would be
Yeah, he said that.
Home. She was scared.
Yeah. I mean, imagine this. And these guys, by the way, are salivating. This is like bringing booze to an AA meeting. These two sex addicts should not be... Like, what are you trying to do here with this? You're putting that in front of Dalia. This is like Dalia's prime. A young... I mean, I can't believe you're putting her like that in front of them.
I know.
Dalia.
And you somehow get this beautiful, gorgeous model wife, and you just sit her in front of these dogs like this?
I can't believe you would even let her in the same room. And you would step out. You'd be like, you'll be okay with Chris, right? I'm going to go out of town for an hour. So there they are. Janko is drinking Celsius out of a fucking cup with ice, which is so disgusting. That is only meant to be drank from the can. The only thing I could say you could add to that is tape or a can cover, but never on ice. You don't put energy drinks on ice. That is psychotic and gross, and it looks like piss. Here they are.
11 a.m., right? Real go-getter. And I've already had 3 coffees.
Same. These guys, these addicts, they're on coffee all day, and they don't realize that's not the best move. Like, that's not going to make you feel any better to chug coffee. It's time to figure out a new... I can't even have one fucking coffee anymore. It's so disgusting. Actually, that's not true at all. I don't know why I said that, guys. I don't know why I said anything. I love coffee. It's one of my main drinks. I don't know why I said that.
That's like when Ethan, we're at Ethan is about Hassan, where everything is happening, he'll be like, in Hassan.
It's so anti-Semitic. All he said was, fuck you. Well, yeah.
You're right.
Look at this scumbag. You're not saying it's not all over. It's not all over. Yeah, Kristen, she saved my life. Kristen. That psycho you have to live with because of your bad choices. Trapped with that psycho and that ugly baby Calvin, and still 2. Never grows up. Calvin still don't have a hair on his head.
I need to help workshop on something with Calvin Klein.
Calvin and Klein. Let's get Chris D'Elia's son over to the Kleins where they could be erased by nannies while Ethan's on Twitter.
Here. Well, I woke up earlier than that, but yeah. Wait, but...
Kind of like the same of that whole Instagram video that's been going viral.
Which one is it?
The guy who wakes up at like 3 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, yeah, my shit's way later, though. He wakes up the day before. He wakes up 3:52, right?
They just do a bunch of bullshit the whole episode.
Great.
Do you guys know about the Impractical Jokers Me Too? I don't have time to get into it, but 2 of them got Me Too.
Joe Gatto, right?
And
do you guys know the Impractical Jokers? They're tied in with they're tied in with the East Coast comedy scene. This guest digital. I'm so sorry about that. Give me a sec, guys.
Let's hear.
Thank you. Thank you.
Anyways, the
Impractical Jokers, but no, this is good. We gotta say this. One of the guys went down from Impractical Jokers for some kind of indiscretion. I always think of it as, and I was talking about this the other day to Jules, alone in the garage. I was talking about, I was going, what happened to the guy from Arcade Fire? Didn't he do some like rape or something? She's like, yeah, he did. And I go, yeah, but what did he do? Because whenever one of these guys gets in trouble, I just think of it as rape. That's what I first think of. And I go, what do you do? She's like, yeah, it was exactly like he... And then I go, what was it? I go, what was it? She goes, he was like sleeping with a lot of girls. And I go, isn't that funny that I think of that as a rapist? The Arcade Fire guy couldn't be nicer. You see him now with his wife? He's like, thank you for the second chance.
He's psycho.
He fucked every member of that band.
Probably.
with his big ass fucking porn star hair. Okay, so one of the Impractical Jokers went down for one of these sex pests.
They were like texting all these 18-year-olds on tour, bringing them over to their hotels. And
Is Sal involved? You guys know
The two
Sal
guys that
Lovato?
accused are Joe Gatto and James Murray.
True guys. So no more Impractical Joke. Take the Money Back networks. You know, they syndicated these idiots for the Fool. That show is so low, bottom of the barrel. It's like watching Bounty Hunter. You know, Greg the Bounty Hunter, one of those shows. It's worse. They're like one of those shows on TV. This is still being aired. I can't even believe it. And now they've been popped. It's time to take the syndication away. I hope they, just like the Try Guys, take it away. Right?
Yes, exactly.
Take it away. So
anyways, there's like all those headlines like Impractical Jokers, Joe Gatto cancels tour and enters inpatient facility in wake of sexual assault allegations on People magazine. It's a big thing. So anyways, go to 10100.
It never fit anyways. It was always like
Didn't do it.
some dirty laundry.
Let's try that again. 100. Wait. 10100?
Yes, sir.
Here we go. And this will speak for itself. Look what Janko does, right? This is Janko, right? He's going to ask.
Being a little prince here.
This is Janko. Janko, remember, Chris D'Elia has been accused of it all. In my opinion, I think he's done everything that they've accused him of and worse. You know, I've spoken with many people.
Here he is, ready to bite the girl's nipple off.
Yeah, and I don't think he's changed at all. I still think he's just figured out how to cover it up better. That's what I think. I think he's probably done stuff that you couldn't even imagine. Sorry about this.
What's with your little boogers?
You know what? It's not. Don't say that. It is not that. It gets a little moist up there, and it has been since spring has started. Because of all these damn crooked trees and bugs in this town. I didn't know how many bugs there would be in this town, but I'm freaking out a little bit here. Okay, watch what George Stenko does. See, George Stenko thinks everything's kumbaya and you can be open and honest. Chris ain't an open and honest guy. So watch what happens here. Guys, where are we going?
Don't tell anyone.
Why are you here?
Yeah. I was like, oh, your wife caught you? He's like, nah. I said, well, what the fuck are we doing here?
Well, you just want to be a better man.
Yeah.
What is that? That's good for him.
Yeah.
That's good. How is he?
The guy?
Yeah.
He's good. Last time I saw him, he's good.
Yeah?
He's still wagging on. For sure. I used to have this joke. I would talk about him, not him, but the, I'd change the name and everything, but I would always be like, every time we talk to the guy, I relapse. It's like, just don't tell him.
I know. Of course you're going to.
Well, that's...
Wait, you're talking about relapse and you're saying just don't tell anybody? He just admitted what I just said he probably does. Chris D'Elia's like, yeah, this guy was like, I relapse. I'm like, don't tell anybody. And then they all burst out laughing. Okay, does your AA department and all your rehab people know about this? Does Kristen know that your policies don't tell anybody if you break the rules of your deal?
Of course you're going to.
Well, that's... Yeah. I mean, look, if you're jerking off all the time and you can't stop...
Yeah, there's definitely levels.
Yeah, which I guess he says he had.
That's why it's funny when like every celebrity's like, like Tiger Woods, like I'm a sex addict. It's like, no, you had a ton of great opportunities, and you get like sex addicts like jerk off till they bleed.
Oh, you were out of the room during this? He was out of the room. He stepped out. He just got back. She's been alone with these guys. Chris D'Elia is actually holding his cock right now.
Oh my God.
Because he doesn't know what to do. And George, I want to tell you something, little Janko. Chris D'Elia and Jeff Dye are going to your wife's Instagram when they get home, and they are opening up her bikini photos, and they are doing it all. I need you to know this, George. It has been done, and it's been done multiple times. That's why they kind of ignore her so much when they're on the show. They all kind of ignore her because
they know what they're going to do.
they crave, and they have defiled every picture of her, even ones where you're in them. Now I have done that too. So, I. Okay, let's see what happens here. This is going to get crazy. So George is back.
Wine bottles in their butt, and this guy's going like, "Can you believe these models wanted to hook up with me after I won the tour?"
What did I miss?
It is weird, yeah.
How did we get
What did I miss when I fake shit? Pooping air. We're talking about
Wait, he went to take a shit. He's been gone for 15 minutes. These people who shit on their shows, that's vile. There should be no shitting the same day of the show. That's as far as I go. That's as far as I go. You don't eat the night before. That's how you deal with that.
stuff? Speaking of going to like rehab for sexual like issue, Impractical Jokers.
Oh yeah.
What's up with that?
I don't know.
Dalia doesn't like to talk about comedians that get busted for sex stuff. He's on their side. Oh, yeah. No, I don't know. Probably false allegations. So Jeff Dye's now going up. He likes to use the bathroom right after Jenko. Look at what Jeff Dye's got going on right here. This one's for the loser. Look at that. Jeff Dye ain't got no dick, Jules.
Oh my God.
That's Jeff Dye's crotch. Look, there's nothing there.
There's a toe.
So where does it go? Where is the dick? These are skin-tight jeans with a shirt that's above. Where's the dick? Completely tiny little thing smushed in?
That's crazy.
Where is it? Because most guys you see, you can't miss it. There's a giant bulge.
Can you just send him this picture and ask him to circle where it is so we can relax?
Let's do a screenshot right here. Everybody screenshot this. This is at 10216 of this show, Chris D'Elia, F106 of Janko's show. This is, again, 10216. Get as many screenshots of this as possible. And start asking him, putting them up, posting them, Reddit.
And if he gets mad, tell him we're going to sex rehab.
Yeah,
we'll be fixed.
Yeah, we'll go to sex rehab if he doesn't like us doing this to him. And ask, so what's going on down there? Did you get everything removed, or is it just there's nothing there? You got a tiny. Yeah, do you have a little micro, or what's going on down there? Because every other guy you see a giant thing. So I don't know where yours is, or if it's just a tiny little pee-pee. But that's wrong. We're against that. Wear a long shirt. Never show off what you have. Okay, so watch what happens here.
Pokers. And inappropriate pokers. Wow. On the spot.
Good.
What happened? Fill me in.
The guy got accused of.
Okay, so he brings up jokers, Impractical Jokers. Look at Chris. She's like, oh, you know about Impractical? What happened? Wow. Look how hard this is for Chris D'Elia to talk about another indiscretion. He was excited when Jeff Dye got up. He thought we were maybe changing topics. Here.
Issue. Impractical Jokers.
Oh yeah.
What's up with that?
I don't know.
Inappropriate pokers. And inappropriate pokers. Wow. On the spot.
Good.
What happened?
Whoa. Let's see. Look at this. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. This is Chris D'Elia, and I mean, that's just one of many faces he's making, trying to figure out how to answer this question because it's so close to home. I mean, really, look at yourself. Kristen, you kiss that? Why do you like this? Because of his father's money? He's a nippo.
I gotta say, George comes through with these type of questions a lot.
Out of pure stupidity. Yeah. He's so dumb that he actually asks the most hard-hitting questions sometimes. So Chris D'Elia thinks he's going to let everyone go, oh my God. Look at Chris's little face here.
That's like a fucking Insidious when it cuts back to the guy at the table.
I thought I caught another little face. I love these faces, and this is why everyone must watch TV up close. He made another one here that I thought I caught. Yeah, here, it's coming up. Oh, yeah. It's pure fear right here. No cuts here. Look at that. Look at the fear in his eyes. You think I can't read eyes? You think I was born yesterday? Let's see how he gets out of this one.
I don't know.
And inappropriate pokers. Wow. On the spot.
Good.
What happened? Fill me in.
The guy got accused of.
The guy, like a fucking movie? Is it hot in here? You're doing that as the most basic thing from a show.
Oh shit, I forgot.
A poorly written show.
What happened? Inappropriate posters. Wow. On the spot.
Good.
What happened? Fill me in.
The guy got accused of something that seemed vague. I have no idea.
Oh,
That's crazy.
something but you know about it. It just happened. So now you don't know. You knew about it, but now it's just something vague that you can't even remember.
The arcade fire thing happened years ago. That's why we couldn't.
Exactly.
This happened the same day.
Something vague, aka bullshit.
Or were there many screenshots and accusers?
Yeah, it wasn't vague, like it's all spelled out. It's only vague
to me.
He's gonna be fucking sick.
Something that seemed vague. I have no idea. I didn't look at it. I just don't believe anything.
I just don't believe anything.
Oh, really, dude? I wake up and I'm like, just focused on like Trump. That's it.
You're really ugly to me, George. You're really ugly. You look like Saddam Hussein to me. And all your kind do as well.
Just kidding, George. We're from
Just kidding. I'm from Palestine, so I could be free.
Something that seemed vague. I have no idea. I didn't look at it. I just don't believe anything.
He just went, I guess he checked himself into rehab. Yeah, one of them checked himself.
So just like you, a scam rehab so that you could clear your name the easy way while drinking still all day. Look at you. Look what you done. Oh, there's something that happens next time to die. Watch.
Something that seemed vague. I have no idea. I didn't look at it. I just don't believe anything.
He just went, I guess he checked himself into rehab. Yeah, one of them.
Jeff Dye, can you shut the fuck up? Jeff Dye's in the background having a conversation with the moon. What is she talking to?
You mean George Shenko's sister.
Oh, wow. Oh, man. I mean, what the fuck? She's a big, fat, fucking beast. I thought you were going to say you mean George Jenko's atmosphere. I mean, the show does look like it was shot on the moon. This is the same. Yeah. This is the same color of the moon.
Check themselves into rehab. That bigger one is like way more caffeine.
Don't call your sister the bigger one. Oh my God! Sorry, every time I cut back to Chris, he's doing something like this. Can I fill your body up with plastic, please? Like liquid plastic, and it hardens? Okay, watch this.
One of them checked themselves into rehab. That bigger one is like way more caffeine. Yeah. Yeah, they'll bring it to you, but you don't have to know. I just don't believe in that stuff. I don't think like that rehab stuff. I think it's just they got caught and they're like.
Oh really, dude? I don't believe in that rehab stuff. They're just doing it because they got caught. Chris D'Elia, for those of you who don't know, went into sex rehab. It's like his biggest thing. And didn't you have a full conversation with Chris D'Elia?
Like that's what they transferred to us from him talking about going to rehab for sex.
Georgienko is these. That's what I mean. RFK is friends with him. He's friends with him. Would you like Georgienko to be the Secretary of Defense? You know, you really scare me. Okay, watch what he says to Chris, to dummy, stupid. And Chris, skinny jeans are over. Even Big Mike knows that coming up. Look at Chris still wearing the sticks. But what does Chris think is going on? If your pants aren't up to your nipples and this wide, you have no idea what's going on.
I just don't believe in that stuff. I don't think like that rehab stuff. I think it's just they got caught and they're like, oh, this is like a good PR thing. Or like,
are they going to rehab? Is that what they said?
I don't know anything about it. I thought maybe you guys would know.
I look. There's a line there where it's like, you know, most men who have all of the opportunity will take it and have all the sex that they can.
Oh,
there is a
most men will do that, huh? That's really what's in your mind, huh? No, I agree with that. Finally, one thing we agree on. In what right do you have to need to have sex with every woman you lay your eyes on with your skinny fucking head? With your head that's too thin? What right? So imagine him if he was like bald. Imagine if he was not wearing cool clothes. You would be a very skinny-headed, pathetic man, which you are now.
There is a line, though. I think if you're doing something too much to where it affects your life, then you need to change your behavior. And so for me, going to that rehab absolutely helped that.
What was it like there? Like,
oh man, it was wild. It was.
Is it uncomfortable?
It's very, very. It's very depressing in the beginning. It's very depressing. You're just like. Because you go and you're like, I used to talk about this in my act too. It's like,
imagine how bad things need to be to send yourself away. Imagine checking into a facility because things are so bad. You really got to be dark to end up there, especially when it's not drugs or alcohol. Really, imagine this. And he was there for what, a year?
Oh no. Oopsie.
Whoops.
Okay, wait. He just does this boring rehab talking, and we have to go to 104:30.
Oh my god. Sorry, guys. I'll make it up to you.
and I was like, I gotta go there because I gotta be different. And I went there.
To be clear, though, you went there for cheating.
Yeah.
Not just.
Unclear.
Well, cheating was like I was cheating too. So Jeff Dye tries to jump in and defend Crystalia. I didn't know this, so it's all bullshit. All Crystalia stuff is all bullshit. All those women who are in mental institutions now because of him. So I'll just bull.
To be clear, though, you went there for cheating.
Yeah.
I think we should be a little more specific.
Well, no, that's not exactly why he was there. And do people go to rehab because they cheated? Is that?
Why don't you just say you went there for something vague?
Yeah. To be clear, you went for something vague. Who goes to rehab for cheating? You don't go to rehab for cheating. You don't need to be rehabilitated because you cheated on someone. Well, you do, but I've never heard of it. Cheaters have.
I can't believe Dye would do that. So you're as despicable as they come, too.
There for cheating.
Yeah.
I think we should be a little more specific.
Yes.
The things you were accused of, you didn't do.
Correct.
Oh, correct, he says. Kristen?
Oh, Kristen!
Have you seen this clip? Where he says correct, he didn't do any of those things and he just went there because he cheated on you once? Have you seen this clip where he says correct? After all of your talks and the crying and the pain and the turmoil that you and your family went through, Kristen, his wife. Can somebody clip this and send it to Kristen and go, oh, he says that it was all, everything he was accused of was fake. Which he's even admitted to more than that, right? Crystalia is already
basically admitted to everything except for that they were underage.
Yeah. So now it's rewritten here. Let's
be a little more specific.
Yes.
The things you were accused of, you didn't do.
Correct.
That's why you're my fucking friend, and I love you.
Thank you, Jeff. And I love you.
You're his friend because he didn't rape an underage girl? That's why I love you, because you were accused by so many people of horrific things. That's why I love you. Okay.
Got it.
Of you didn't do.
Correct.
That's why you're my fucking friend, and I love you.
Thank you, Jeff. And I love you.
He doesn't like you. He barely knows you, by the way. Like, Chris isn't your friend. He finds you to be pathetic, and he wishes he was hanging out with the stars. You're like, it's so embarrassing for Chris to hang out with you. He doesn't like you. He doesn't like any of this. Look at him. He wanted to be hanging out with Keanu Reeves. He wanted to be hanging out with Brad Pitt, not you.
I think we should be a little more specific.
Yes.
The things you were accused of, you didn't do.
Correct.
Which is why you're my fucking friend, and I love you.
Thank you, Jack. And I love you.
You're in trouble. You cheated on your wife. That's the crime. Or not a crime. That's the thing you did.
Right. Yeah.
Anyways.
And I love you for that. And thanks for saying that. But I went to do that. And they were like, they're very strict. They're like, you don't masturbate.
Oh, guess how many people cheat on their wife? Most of them.
Pretty cool guys, huh?
Guy. What do you think of Shauna Billerica?
Shauna, pretty funny, huh? Most guys cheat. And isn't he going to say something about Janko coming up here? Let's keep listening. I think I remember something here.
Wait, 1 second.
See? He goes, most guys cheat on their wives, and Janko leans over and he says, no, it's not true.
By the way,
1 second.
No, I'm saying like that. You guys will be good. You'll be strong, but like it's something to think about. Be prepared. Put on the armor of God. The devil's coming, bro.
A year comes by. You think it's not coming? I couldn't stop. Wait another day.
Dude, you think it's not coming? It's coming.
No, shut up. What are you talking about?
Be prepared.
Something.
Oh, she's actually kind of concerned now. It is coming.
I mean, you don't have to do this, Angel.
You put on makeup for Jeff Dye and Crystal Lee. You got ready for them.
Get out of here.
You got ready for them. Did you do a full shave down too?
He said, put the armor of God on, which is true. You must, you know what I mean? You must.
This shit is dumb.
But yeah, you go and it was wild because there were dudes there. There was a guy there that just couldn't stop masturbating. There was a guy there that
exposed. Why are you saying this? Can the guys who went to rehab with Chris give me a call so I could hear about all the stuff
He's telling everybody about what you guys do.
Yeah, he's saying you guys are all sick masturbating nuts.
What
one guy who only masturbated his nuts. Never touched his dick, just the nut.
Either like there's every kind of like the guy having sex in public with people. You know what I mean? There's all sorts of people there.
Is it just like a meeting where you guys go back?
I live there, bro.
I've got another amazing Janko pod.
Great, I can't wait. We love George Janko here, and I think he's been listening to some of the Bob. I think Janko might be tuned in to the ultimate me. Could it be? Is that where we're walking next?
Yep.
Great, let me just express myself here with a little drink here.
Actually, I kind of have to express myself.
No, stop. You don't call it. We don't call it express ourselves. I just want to do some clear voice. Now with this, it's very steep. I'm already stickified. I'm going to learn the hard way because then when I go to play my instruments, I'm covered in stick. So, don't you guys hate sticky stuff? There's guys out there who don't wash their hands. Have you heard of this? What happens when they get sticky?
Wait, but can I put on a song and quickly go express?
Yeah, we're going to the bathroom bad. We'll be right back on Redbox.
2 seconds.
Ever since we lost our dog, I've becoming not genius. One of the most basic shows. If you want a show that did that 1,000 times better, HBO's Entourage. A million times better, and we all, everything you're so excited about seeing in the studio, we already saw it in Entourage. They've done all those bits. I've spent... If anyone wants to, guys, we are probably the utmost experts on everything Kill Tony Hinchcliffe. Really. You can come to us consulting on the arm for anything you need. We could nail this guy.
Can we please work together on Kill Timmy too?
Yeah, we can. I love Kill Tim. I love everything that Tim Heidecker does, of course, except for his, of course, going after our president.
I have so many more ideas.
Yeah, we have a lot of ideas. But you got to see the Oscar special from Tim Heidecker. That was beautiful, and we can't thank them enough.
Giamatti slayed.
Giamatti was incredible. That part was so good. There was this part, and if anyone saw it, this was my favorite part of the whole special. He goes, "You want some candy or something?" And he goes, "Yes." And he goes, "How many pieces do you want?" 6. Sorry, I can't explain it anymore. And then there's another thing. Can we just show the opening of Kill Timmy? Real quick.
We'll do that. We're doing a big Kill Tony thing later.
Oh, yes, of course. Okay, Kill Timmy. All right, we'll be back with that. Right now, it's, look at him. Janko. Is Janko talking about me? Is Big Mike talking about me? We find out now.
Your tickets before it's too late. We're a few months out. Tickets are selling quick. Love you guys. And I'll see you guys. Hey, what's up? What's going on, married couple? How's life?
There's Big Mike. And again, okay, here, I think I interrupted myself about what's been going on with him. So this is Logan Paul's assistant, remember? I just want to get Michael on screen. There he is. Come on. There he is, Big Mike. He's not doing well. He's doing annoyingly bad. And he's driving all his friends away in this world of depression that he's built for himself. He bought, like, how much he spent on his house? Like 1.2, 1.5? No, wait.
4 million.
4 million.
I don't know, I think.
He was trying to sell his house. He bought this $4 million house in LA after he got accidentally rich. And then I think he started realizing, I'm in no position to have a $4 million house. The money's really not going to probably be stable like this forever. Views are going down. He's really not as popular as he was now. Logan Paul doesn't want anything to do with him anymore. You could really tell. We'll see some of that coming up. So he's living in complete fear. He's been trying to sell his house for like a year and a half. He was even featured on Selling Sunset. Yes. That black lady, the really skinny black lady with the disgusting breasts, was his real estate agent. Chelsea, is that her name?
Yep.
And she goes, we're going to sell this house. Now, I hope Selling Sunset knows how bad this looks on the, what is their group called? The
Pioneer Town?
No, the group. Selling Sunset, we know. The Oppenheim group. This looks really bad because about a year ago, you did an episode featuring Big Mike's house. You all remember this. You had your best agent, Chelsea, on the case. Well, his house did not sell until a week ago. And he lost $700,000 on the house. You're going to hear him talk about that. So he's greatly depressed over that. Money stuff kills him. You'll see coming up. He also just broke up with Sarah. Okay? He started dating this girl that was, I mean, they had nothing to talk about. They didn't get along once. Anytime you saw them together, they both